Alright, Sunday, April 26th. It is 8:32. Starting this up, I'm going to slew over to the moon while we wait for it to get dark. Moon, slew. And there's the moon. There we go. And we got the moon in there. Looking kind of nice. Get it nicely centered. And of course it's in my, it's in my wide angle as well. Wider angle there. I use that 300mm as my finder. Well, I'll turn that off and zoom back out there. There's that view there. And that view there. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about focus. I haven't had a chance to focus anything, so. It's quite windy out though. Well, you can hear the wind. Oh, let me bring the focuser up here. Okay, and we'll kind of tweak this a little bit, see if we can get it any better. We're at 2448 right now, so let's go in 100 counts. Yep, that's not any better. I'll go back out. And back to 2448, we'll go out one. Yeah, looks like we were about as good as we're going to get. So, just a lot of bubbling in the atmosphere. And I'm currently running at sidereal rate. I have to change this to lunar rate, and then I have to remember to change it back when I go to my other objects. Apply, yes, I will apply, and say OK. And let's see, we need to pull this down a little bit. There we go. Alright. And I want to do a little recording here, so region of interest is fairly large, so this will take up a lot of storage. So let's see here, we're taking We're up to 2 gig already. So let's see, we'll go to 3 gig is good. Let's see how many frames I got there. I got total frames 8,000. Something tells me that doesn't seem right. Oh no, total, let's see. So let's take a look at that. Let's see here, videos. Nope, it's under pictures. Is iCap? Well, it's not Venus. I have to change the name, but it's okay. See what I got for video. Not too bad. Pretty good there. Okay. That'll be good enough. Let's change the name here. And we got to change the folder name too. That's only because I forgot to change it in the software. Alright, there we go. That way I won't get confused later. And I'm easily confused. Okay, let's see here. Notepad. Open. Let's see here. I'm going to set up my broadcast information so people know where to find me here. Let's see here. Yep, now I'm live in WebEx and I'm logging into Discord right now. So I got all 3 platforms running for you folks. Whoever wants to join me is more than welcome. Keep me company. Oh boy. I was outside working in the yard today. Went outside twice. Got a bunch of stuff and then I had to haul it away to the other parts of the yard. Oh. For those that want to join me on WebEx, there's these are the 3 links that I got right now. Let me see here. Let's take one of the moon just for grins. And I'm going to assume that I'm going to go to f7.1, 1600 a second, or so. And let's go, a hundredth of a second here. Let's see what that looks like. That actually might be too bright. Let's drop it down to 1/250th. In fact, I really don't need it at 1600. Let's go ISO 400. See what that looks like. Yeah, that's probably a little more realistic. Let's see. I'll go back to frame and focus. It's going to be brighter this way, but that's okay. Let me drop this to 100 and see what it looks like. A little too much. Go to 200. Well, maybe 400 is good. Yeah, I'll leave it at 400 for now. Let's see about focusing this thing. Nope. Nope. Looks like it might be just about as good as I'm going to get it. It's a crappy lens, so I'm not expecting to see much in terms of detail. It's a little bit better. Let's see. Let's take a look at this. Yeah, it's lots of pixels. I don't think I can get it much better. It's funny, I touch this focus, you can see the image shift. That's the optics moving around. Alright. And let me check to see if we got anybody trying to get in here. Nope. Okay. Where did I just post that? Huh. Thought I posted it there, but I guess I didn't. Where did I post it? Oh. Okay. It's not that account. I'm not worried about that. All right. What do we got going here? Let's see here. So we got the moon. And maybe I'll see what we got here for the options. Where are those options? I looked at them before. Settings. What do we got going here? Let's see. We got the moon. And oh, Bob. I was wondering why I heard myself.
Hold on, I'm trying to mute that. Hold on, I'm slow.
So I looked at my YouTube that I'm broadcasting, and I got it muted. So I'm thinking, why am I hearing myself?
Yeah, it's me.
Yeah, how you doing tonight?
I'm good. You?
Okay. Worked out in the yard a little bit today.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Sometime I have to share it with you, but I'm building this observatory, a raised observatory up on the hill, and we had to cut down a few trees to do it. And we're almost done cutting and splitting all the wood from those trees now.
Hmm. Yeah, that's got to be a lot of work.
Yeah, and we bought an electric cordless chainsaw, and back in November, and I have used the heck out of this thing. Well, it quit working about a month ago, and I took it in, and I had warranty done on it, warranty work done on it, and they replaced the motor and all electronics in it, and so that kind of made it last a lot longer than it would have if it would have not puked out on me like that. But I mean, I've used the heck out of this thing.
What you're saying is you've already gotten your money's worth.
I think so. I do.
Well, if you're cutting down trees and all kinds of stuff, and
well, I didn't cut them down, but I cut them up, and
right.
the one tree was close to 30 inches in diameter.
Wow. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Cancel that. Discard. I wanted to edit and add a photo. Yep, there we go. So I need to go to pictures.
I disappeared for a minute.
Hmm?
I disappeared for a minute. At least you did to me, so I reconnected in Discord.
Yeah, I'm logged into all three: Discord, YouTube, and WebEx.
Oh, you got WebEx going?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. I'll go to that.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same link that's in the general text right there.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's always the same. It's my personal one. I don't know how long I'll keep that. It depends on how long they let it stay free.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Talk to you in a
There you go, Bob.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Good.
So you can even shut off the YouTube if you want, because I'm broadcasting
Yeah.
right here.
Oh, all right. Yep.
right?
Yeah, yeah, I will.
And the quality's almost identical. So
Right.
yeah, I only start the YouTube and the Discord because that's legacy stuff, and the YouTube records it. I could record it here on WebEx, but I'm using WebEx tentatively because they open it up to 100 users and unlimited time, whereas the free one is usually I think only 40 minutes time, but they opened it up during this COVID thing.
Right. Right.
So I expect that sometime this year they'll take it back away and I'll stop using it.
Right.
I may not. Maybe I'll keep it. I don't know. It gives me a little more control, and I only have to run one application instead of two or three.
Hmm.
Because to do YouTube, I got to run OBS Studio and the YouTube browser.
Hmm.
So, we're just waiting for it to get dark, and I'm trying to decide what I want to shoot tonight.
Right.
I'm on here, and I haven't even decided.
Did you ever, I think from one of the last nights, if not the last night you did it, did you ever find any more asteroids in that image
No,
after?
they were all dimmer than 20th magnitude, and I could not detect them.
Okay. I was curious. Yeah.
I mean, those lengths of those lines were long enough that if I was capturing it, I would have seen additional lines, and I didn't.
Exactly. Yeah. Especially after you switch to your 5 minute exposure, I would have,
Yep.
you know,
I could turn the YouTube recording off so it just broadcasts and doesn't record it. I think I turned
yeah.
it. I think I turned the DVR is enabled right now. I think that's what records it
Hmm.
on the server side. But whatever. Some people have gone back and actually watched some of my old ones. Said they
I
found.
have.
Oh, okay.
I released parts of them. Yeah.
Got your setup out there?
I do. I'm waiting for it to get dark enough to really do much of anything. Just like you, I think. I don't have the moon in mind right now, though.
Yep, I got in both cameras.
Yeah, I see that.
It is kind of pretty out there, but it is significantly windy right now.
Right. Yeah, it was pretty darn windy during the day.
I think I'll turn my infrared camera on for a little bit so I can at least see the scope because it's getting dark.
Hmm.
That is probably not in your field of view down here. Nope.
I don't see it yet. No.
No, that's another display that's on the YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's in OBS Studio. I can set up all three screens. I can use all three if I want in one uh, window,
Hmm.
if you will. And so the one that you see in YouTube has got the little observatory. It's really another screen. It's my 19-inch screen that I'm rendering down in the corner there, and I can size that any way I want.
Hmm.
And then I think I'm probably not broadcasting my camera. No, I'm not broadcasting my camera on YouTube because I'm using it here on WebEx.
Hmm.
I think maybe I'll do that. Let me see here. So we're going to find out tonight if my fix for my guiding issue has taken hold.
Yeah, if it'll stay consistent. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. You know, the way they say to actually balance this G11 on the RA is to put it all the way down so that it's pointing horizontal,
Mm-hmm.
so that that axis can rotate freely, and then balance it, and then you move it back up to your 42 degrees.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because it's not really. There is a little bit of stiction going on there, but it is. I could tell by you can tell when it's out of balance. The one side goes too easy, and the other side doesn't
Right.
doesn't slide back. So I put my 4-inch extender on that shaft, and then move the. I didn't move the weights that much. It was probably not even a half-inch down, and took care of it.
Mm-hmm.
If I had another 21-pound weight, I wouldn't even need that extension. So right now I got 39 pounds, and I think 42 pounds would be fine for that. And I could always add that 7-pounder on there if I added something heavier on the top,
Mm-hmm.
like my 4-inch. I'll tell you one thing that I have noticed is the lunar tracking's doing better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not sliding in RA like it was before.
Hmm.
Well, not as quickly. Let me rephrase that. Not as quickly.
Right.
I can look out here and see the Venus. Go outside and look at Venus and the moon. They're side by side now.
I gotta go look.
Yeah.
I didn't see the moon earlier, but I'm in the middle of trees in my subdivision. I'm gonna go. I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a look because I'm pretty sure I can see Venus. I'll be right
Yeah,
back.
and it's just to the south of Venus.
Okay.
Hello, Doug.
Hello.
I don't understand. My microphone is flipped up. I should be able to talk, but you can hear me.
Yeah,
So what microphone is being used?
I don't know. You got a camera mic as well?
I don't. Ooh, I did hook up my webcam today.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right. So where are you using Cisco WebEx, or are we
Yeah, yeah,
using
yeah.
Discord?
I've got all three running. I got YouTube running, I got WebEx running, I got Discord running, so people can find me anywhere.
Okay,
So
so which one's got the video on it? Cisco.
yeah, and it's that link
Ah,
right there that's in the general. It's the same link as before.
okay, I clicked on that. I'll do it again. Okay, I think we're in. Two of them. I hope I didn't interrupt any.
No, not at all. I
How
don't see
many
you.
people are here?
I don't see you yet.
I'm not. It's still
Oh, okay,
going
okay,
round and round.
okay.
This little wheel goes round and round.
No, I got Bob Keller's on my WebEx. That's all I know about right now.
Oh my gosh, my webcam is up and running. Can you see my webcam?
Let's see. Can I see your webcam?
Maybe I need to turn it
Yeah,
on.
no, I see it. I see you. Yep, I see you.
Oh, we had Rosemary had a Zoom meeting today about running.
Go ahead and disconnect from Discord, by the way.
Oh,
There you go. Now I'll only hear you once.
okay. Yeah, Rosemary had a meeting today uh, about how to hook up one of those little mini computers on your mount. So it was really cool. And there's a video link. I'll send it to you. Not that you need it, because you're the guru.
Yeah, I've been thinking about maybe getting another computer for out there, one that's a little more weather proof, and would go mobile. But I don't know. I got the setup where I'm using almost all Ethernet, and I basically have an Ethernet hub that's connected to my focuser and my mount and my computer and to my USB to Ethernet hub. So I've got a 4-port Ethernet hub out there that's all the communications going through. And most of these little nuke computers, they'll have an Ethernet port on them, but I would still require 4 ports to be able to hook all my Ethernet stuff up, whereas everybody's gone to USB hubs. So I'm not sure how I would do that. I mean, I could put a switch on there too, but then I still have cables coming off the scope down to the mount, and then the focuser would be on there. The mount would be off board. What was the other thing? Oh, my USB hub is off board. I'd have to put that on board as well, but then it would still be. I'd have more cables coming off if I did that. Is my point, than I have now. Right now, I've got one USB cable coming off the mount, 2 power supplies, and 1 Ethernet cable. That's it. So, because most of the hardware I've got is off board, most of the communications hardware. I hear you. I hear you, Kat. She's looking at me, waiting for me to put my hand down here so I can pet her. So, Bob, did you get to see that?
I did. It's really obvious. They're bright as heck right now.
Yeah, Tom, you'll have to go out and take a look in the west. And Venus and the moon are side by side.
Georgia Third, Jeff Fox.
What's that? I'm going to put you guys on the main screen so you can see yourselves.
Oh, great. I can see Tom.
Well, that's true. And you can see me probably, right?
And I can see you. Yep.
Okay.
I see myself down in the corner of your image, really small, but that's fine.
Well, there's an option to look at all of them in a panel. If you just click on where the image of Tom is, and you look at there's 3 options there. One of them's got like 4 squares. Click on that. So if you click on where that is, over in the upper right-hand corner, you move your mouse over, it expands out. It has a couple of options on how to format the videos.
Oh, okay.
So you can do that, or you can leave it at the top or the bottom or whatever one you want to do.
I see.
Okay. It may cover over the actual broadcast, but I don't know. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me pull up my list that I usually refer back to. Excel. Pull up my observing list. And let me see here. This was another one I wanted, 4216. Let me go look at that. And it's up pretty good. It's pretty small. Let me take a look at what 4216 is. Center it. Oh yeah, we go. Let me see what my field of view, relative to my field of view. It's fit in there pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'll be a target for tonight. It's on my list of things to do. That's why I'm pulling it up, because it helps me remind me what I stored away, eons ago. The other one I have here, 4437, I already did a couple days ago, back on the 21st. That was with a supernova. So I'm not going to bother
Yeah.
with that one. I've already done that one, so I'm going to take that one out. And 4038 is the antenna galaxy. That one's not viable. I think it's already starting to set. But 4216 could be one. I'm going to pull up my other tool I use. Let's see here. You know what? I'm going to put you... No, I won't. I'm going to keep you guys off screen there. All right. Let's see here. Let's bring up what's up tonight. There we go. What's in the sky tonight? Let me go. Telescopius. Galaxies. Okay, so it goes after the usuals that I don't really care about anymore. I should go after this another supernova. I'd have to pull that one up. Here, I'll show you what I'm looking at here. So let's see here. What is 3521? And have I ever done that one before? Let me see here. 3521. I'm going to have to pull up my old list and see if I've done that one. So let's go look to see if I've got that one in my list. NGC 35. There it is, 3521. All right, let's unselect all. And we'll pick 3521. I want to see what I did last time on it. There it is. I did almost 3 hours on that. So let me go look at what I got for results. Let's see here. And there it is. And when did I take this? I took this just last month. So I worked on this last month already. Okay. That came out pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't need to go after that one. Unless I want more data on, which I don't really... there's too many choices to pick from. That's the problem. All right. Let me scroll down on my target lists here. See what we got. Let's see here. The Abel cluster. It's 22 arc minutes. That's a pretty good one. 12, 13. Let me see if I've got that one. Abel 12, 13. No, I do not. That looks pretty interesting. Let me see what it looks like in my field of view. Lots of tiny little galaxies.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a potential. Let me put that on my list. Where's my list here? 13. This is one I should have gone after a month ago because it's already going to be at meridian at 10 o'clock, a little after 10 o'clock. So it's, yeah, meridian at 10:30. So, but I could still go after it. I'll just have to do it early, I guess. The other one was 42:16. Okay. Let's keep going. Oops. $36.28. Let's see here. Do I have that one? Yep, I got 36.28 already. Ooh, I haven't done that one in a long time though. That might be a possibility. Let me see. Oh no, that's the hamburger. I've done that one. That's in Leo, right? Yeah, I've got a nice one of that. I don't need to do that one. Let's see here. Let's see what this looks like. This looks rather diffuse. I think I might have been trying to get this one before. 42.36. Let's go over here. 42.36. Okay, I didn't publish it, so let's see if we got any data sets for it. 42.36. There's one. Okay. Well, I worked on this one a little while ago. I was steering full moon. I didn't publish it because I hated the results because of the moon. Yeah, I think. Yeah, a lot of gradients on it. I can work on this one. 42.30. I'll take a whole new set for this one. See, I can see the gradients in that. I don't know if you can, but I couldn't get rid of those, and those are transient gradients from the moon was up that night on the 2nd of April, 3 weeks ago. So let me see if I still got that sequence here. I'm gonna shut down this moon, close this off, close this. We're gonna have to get ready to go here. Actually, I should do my comet work first. Alright, we're gonna minimize this. This guy I can minimize. Let's pull up Sequence Generator Pro. Did Tom take off? Yes, he did.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yep, he's gone.
Well, he's coming back.
Hopefully looks like he's trying to come back, maybe.
Yeah, hopefully he can hear us now. Can you hear us now? Comment list 2020. All right. Let me pull up pan stars. This will only take about 30 minutes. I'm going to do only 10 minutes on each of these. I do need to determine the altitude. That one's okay. That one's not gotten to zenith yet, or meridian yet. So, all right. T2. Ooh, it is starting to get low. Copy equatorial coordinates. Go into here. Paste. Slew 2, okay. And I want to reset the sequence. Reset sequence, okay. I need to connect all my equipment, so let's do a connect all. I can just hear you, Tom. So that's working. I'm going to go over here. C/2019 Y4. And I need to pull those coordinates up. Yeah, that's also getting pretty far down in the west too. So we do this, and then we go over here, and we say paste, and we say go ahead and slew in center, and say OK. Sequence is reset. My camera should be getting close, and it's working its way down there. It's not even close. It's at 15 plus. Okay, but it's cooling down. I need to start my focus lock up. Open. I see your camera, Tom. I don't hear you yet. You don't have your mic down, do you?
I'm muted so you wouldn't hear my stomach growling.
Oh, okay. I hear you now. Very good.
Yeah, I lost sound, and I guess it switched my headphones off. And with the speakers, I had the speakers turned off. And I was trying to tell you I couldn't hear you. But it's all good now. I reset the screen, and I went to my sounds and found out it was the speakers, but the speakers. Yeah.
All right, there goes my scope. Slewing over to Comet Pan Stars.
Hey, gentlemen, this is Andy.
Hi, Andy.
Hello.
I'm a little west of you, so I'm waiting for the sky to go dark.
Yeah, same here. It's still not quite dark yet, but get my comet run out of the way at least. Also, I'm want to see how this thing performs now that I rebalanced the RA.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember you were saying you had problems last time.
Yeah, I've been having problems with it on and off for actually a few months. Ever since I put that. Well, I can't correlate that 100%. But it's definitely been off since. Oh my gosh, I got a burn in on the. Wow. See that burn in I got on the moon?
Yeah.
Wow. I hope that goes away.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because I was running a live video on it for what? I don't know, half an hour.
Mm-hmm.
But it was really low gain, so I don't know. That might throw off the. Oh boy, it was off by 4,000 pixels. I can take care of it with a new model. I don't have my model.
Yeah.
My model's gotten screwed up somehow.
Yeah, you know what I did, Doug, for my model? I have never used the hand controller at all. The only time I used it was to build a model, and I didn't even care if it pointed at the star or not. I just went through and ran the model routine and just accepted everything. And then plate solving, is fine, and it works, just fine, and does the meridian flips and whatnot. So,
Well, you don't even have to build a model.
to do the meridian flip, yeah, you do. At least I have to.
That's interesting. I thought all you had to do was sync on one star.
Yeah, I had issues, but maybe it was something I was doing wrong.
Yeah, I would think that if it knew where it was at least at initial startup.
I'll find out for sure tonight because I'm definitely going to be doing a meridian flip at some point. So.
Yeah, I've had my meridian flip fail, but I think that was. No, I don't know why that was. It's been rare that it's happened, but I do find that this Gemini sometimes loses track of where it's at. And you get random runaways.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
So what are you guys talking about when you're talking about building a model?
In the Gemini, you can build a model, or a lot of these models, you can build a model of the sky that teaches the mount where it really is pointing. If you take like 3 stars in the west and 3 stars in the east, it then it can do a lot of things once it knows those 6 positions as a minimum. It can tell you
Okay.
it can tell you if you're polar aligned, but it also will do the translation if you are not exactly polar aligned. So it will help point your pointing accuracy when you go from one part of the sky to the next.
So it's something that you do inside your mount. It's not part of the SGP then.
Right.
No. Right.
Okay.
And I have a model out there, but some reason it doesn't bring up the one that I built a while ago. It's model number 1 instead of 0. So sometimes I have to go in. I'll say, "Oh, how come it's still at 0? I want my old model." But what I should do is just clear all those models and build a whole new one, because then it'll point really well. If I got a good model in there, it will be within 20% of the center of this chip every time. Right now, when it slews, it's off the chip. 4,000 pixels is off the chip, just barely, but
Right.
it is off the chip. I've had as far as 6,000 pixels off, which means it's not even on the chip. But that's what's happening right now. But I think it's because my model's gotten screwed up along the way. I probably synced on the incorrect star somewhere along the line, or added a star that was not correct. So the simplest thing to do is to go out there and just take the 20 minutes to do the model again. And it's getting to the point where the weather's nice enough I'm willing to do that. I just wasn't willing to do that when it was 10 degrees or 20 degrees out.
Yeah.
And the plate solving takes care of it anyways.
Yeah, right, exactly.
What I would like the SG Pro to do is when it does a plate solve, and if I tell it to get within 50 pixels, I want it to tell Gemini to add that to that alignment, right, or that it just did, to the model.
Mm-hmm.
And that way, in a given night, I could add 10 points to the model.
Right.
Yeah, that would be a good thing.
Yeah, because then in 3 months, you'd add probably, I don't know, 150 points to the model. So, and if you ever have to do another polar alignment, you got to do a new model. If you move the polar alignment, which I think I have done, so that's probably why I'm off a degree in certain parts of the sky, because I haven't done the model again since I did the polar alignment fix.
I learned today that you can save that model. It saves it to the SIM card, and that you could go back and retrieve it.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know. That's what I said. I have model number 1. The default is model 0, but I have a model that I built that I end up having to go back to reload it. In fact,
Yeah. All right, gentlemen, I'm going to go outside and do my polar alignment. I'll be right back.
okay.
Well, do you ever use a T-point run on the SkyX, Doug?
No, I don't have T-point. I used to have T-point 20 years ago. I don't have it anymore. This didn't take my input. That's what I want, the Gemini web server. Thank you. Yeah, so modeling, if I go to modeling right here, yep. See, it's on model 0, and I don't want that. I want my number 1 model. So I'm going to select it. It didn't select it. Come on. There we go. Now it's selected it. Yeah, I don't know if I've even got an SD card. Oh, yeah, I do have an SD card in there. But I can just select the current model to be the number 1. We'll go with that and see what happens. I'll close that.
Do you still have the controller up or the
Yeah, it's right here.
not that one? Pull the screen up. You just had back up.
Oh yeah, I know it's in there. I don't use that one.
No, I was looking at the synchronize button. I think there's a way that every time you plot a new point and you center on it, it's supposed to save that point in the model.
Yeah, I could do that. It's a
But I
manual.
mean,
It's a manual process to do that.
I think you can set it up so it's automatic.
Every time you
Oh.
manually press the sync button, you can have it do a sync and align. Yes, but you still have to
Yeah.
push the button every time. What I want is for SG Pro, when it does a plate solve and centers on it, it's got the coordinates, and you put it within 50 pixels. I want it to automatically send it to the Gemini. Here's a new point to add to your model without me intervening at all. That's what I want. Because that way you could build a model throughout one night without having to center it yourself and then pressing that button. And you could build a model of 150 points then in the sky in over a couple of weeks. Be very accurate from that point forward.
Right. I don't know why it does it. I thought it was supposed to do that.
It only does a sync if you request it in SG Pro on its side, but you're still manually requesting it. In other words, you go over here. Let me see here. Let me go up and bring this up. Yep, good. It brought that up. In the plate solve. No, it's not even in the plate solve. Where is it here? Yeah, it's in the plate solve. We can do a solve and sync blind. Or a solve and sync, right? You can do a solve and sync, but it doesn't add it to the model, the Gemini model. It just syncs it up. It does send a sync command to Gemini, but it doesn't add it to the additional point to the model. Right? So what it means is it syncs for the night, and then as soon as you stop using it, that point goes away. Because it's not stored with the model. I gotta figure out why I got these nodules on my hair.
Okay, I'm going to research it.
Okay. I mean, if it does that, that would be great, but as far as I know, it does not. So, Panstar's got a nice nucleus still. See that? Nice and sharp. Got a nice nucleus. I could actually guide on that thing. I'll bet I could. Let me see if I can determine. I wonder if I am guiding on it. Boy, my guiding is good tonight. 0.4 arc seconds. 0.28 on the RMS. 0.6 arc seconds total. It's doing pretty good. Yeah, I wonder if I'm going to up this to 3 seconds here. I don't have to bump it quite as often that way. Yeah, I wonder if that is that. No, I'm offset a little bit. The core must be down here. Let me, oh, there's the core. I see it now. I don't think I could guide on that. It's a little too fuzzy. Actually, I could guide on it, but I couldn't focus on it. Just field of view doesn't appear to match. Oh yeah, there's the 3 there. Okay, I got it. And I'm actually guiding on that one up there. So this guy, let me see where this guy thinks it's green, so we're good there. Go to 15. We're only going to do 15 of them. We're getting dark enough now that these last 5 will be good enough. Oh, shoot. See that? See the checkerboard?
I do. Is that from the moon?
No. My chip is frosting up.
Oh no.
Yep, I gotta warm it up.
What are you at?
I was trying to get to -5 and it never got there, and it's at -1 right now. So I gotta warm it up. The chip is yep, that's frost. That's dew or frost. That's probably frost. So I'll warm it up to 1 degree, get it above the hopefully. I forgot I should have turned my heater on earlier to this afternoon to help dry out that chamber.
Oh.
I mean, I could turn the camera has a anti-dew warming. It does, and it's really for the AR window more than anything. But if you can warm that side of the chip up, it usually keeps the face clear.
Mm-hmm.
And believe it or not, I've got a strap, a heater strap around the extension rings that I have between the on-axis guiding port and the camera. I've got 24 millimeters worth of extensions there, and I've got a small heater strap around that to help keep dew off of the AR window on the outside and my IR cut filter, which is 24 millimeters off the camera, because that would fog up on me especially when I was up north. Yeah, these little things you figure, well, okay, I got to do something about that.
Yeah.
And when you have all these little doodads that you have to add on to it, and it's in Observatory, you really don't want to take it out.
Right.
It's just one more thing to deal with. All right, so let me see if there's any thing going on with the. Where is it here? There. Yeah, I gotta move this over. And click on that. Oops. No, I gotta click on this. Okay, so there's somebody on the YouTube channel. I don't know who, but that's okay. This is not warming up. What is going on here? Let me see if this starts going away. Oh, my download is failing. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's starting to go away. It's still there, but I can see it's backed off a little bit. So.
Is that the burn-in you're talking about?
No, it's frost on the chip.
Oh.
It got down below 0, and this happens sometimes when I freshly started up in a warmer environment in the evening. If I had left this powered up all day, it wouldn't do it, because it would have dried itself out. So I'm dealing with moisture in the chamber right now. I'm trying to warm it up. It doesn't look like it's doing so though. And usually when I power it up earlier in the afternoon, I power up my dew heaters as well, which help because I got a strap around the end of the camera as well on the extension tube, and that kind of warms up the chamber, both the UV IR cut filter and the AR window. It is getting better. I can see it's kind of dissipating a little bit on the one side. It's not going to interfere with the image itself because it's below it.
Right.
But it'll just mean I have to crop it. And this is a good time to find this out because I want that fixed before I go onto my Galaxy.
Yeah.
And if I do this, if this works correctly, I should be able to take it down again to -5 after I've warmed it for a little bit. And it should be fine. I've been able to do that before. That's variability in the moisture content out there. And it's funny because it's only 33% humidity outside. Wrong answer. No, that is. It says it's only 33% outside, which is pretty dry for here, actually. Should have started it up at 2 o'clock this afternoon. I wouldn't have had this problem. Okay, so it never changed. Let me turn this on again and see what it says. This guy failed. I wonder if my power cord needs a little convincing. No, I didn't say 0. I said 1. Let's abort this. Let's be a little more dramatic here. Let's make it 2. In 2 minutes. Turn it on. I want to see what it says here. Huh. Hmm. This is not working the way it's supposed to. Supposedly I hit the set with 0 minutes and it's supposed to immediately set it. And it's not even working. Alright, I'm off and running to my next object. So we'll see what happens here. Yeah, it just went to Atlas. So SG Pro now has control of the software of the system. I can't do anything with the cooler right now. Just staying at home, man. I'm getting kind of shaggy here.
Yeah. You mean your hair or your beard or?
Yeah, both. The beard I can do something about, but I decided as long as I'm not going to be able to get to a barber, I'm going to let my face get grungy too.
I see.
My son called today, and we did the FaceTime or whatever it is. And oh my gosh, he's got more hair than I got. My grandson. It's just, we look like the 3 people that hadn't seen a barber shop in 6 months.
Well, I was due for going back in like late February, and I was thinking, I should get back there. And all of a sudden, and then we went to the voted in the primary on the 10th, and then they locked us down. Just a couple days later, I don't remember what it was, but it was too late. So I had already needed a haircut 2 months ago.
I had gotten a haircut in, I don't know, January, early February or something like that, and it was longer then, and then this happened, and we got locked down, and maybe 2 weeks ago, I couldn't handle it anymore. I just buzzed it off with my shears. And it's the nice thing is it's no maintenance right now, so that's nice.
Yeah. I'd like my wife to. I don't even know if we have clippers anymore.
Yeah.
Because I always go up to Great Clips and they do a nice job in 10 minutes. All right.
Right.
This is excellent. This is solving in 2 passes now. And this was the tough part of the sky that the RA wasn't moving correctly. Remember?
Uh huh.
Yeah. It would take out the big chunk and then it would back off in the wrong direction. Well, that was basically the weight of the counterweight or the imbalance was moving the RA on me.
I see.
So it has solved both of these comets in pass number 2, which is actually excellent. I think I have this set at 100. Maybe it is 150. I don't remember. Yeah, it's set at 150. But even so, it was failing after 5 passes before. So
Really?
yeah, and that was that because it was out of balance and it was sliding.
Right.
It was sliding on that clutch.
Mm-hmm.
So I've always known you need to get it balanced. I just didn't realize it was out of balance.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually went out there and looked at it. When you get lazy and sit in your little den there and you say, well, that's okay. You don't bother to go out and look
Yeah.
until it gets to be a pain.
Right.
Uh-oh. Ooh,
Wow. There's not much left of that.
no, there's not much left to it at all. Look at that.
Wow.
I'm going to stretch the hell. I've still got the frost at the bottom there. And
You do.
yeah, and I
But it's
can't,
really just at the bottom now.
yeah,
It has moved down, right?
yeah, but the camera is not responding to my request,
I see.
which means I have to actually disconnect and reconnect. But I'll wait until this is done.
Just crop in on it. Don't let us look at it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There.
Look at that. That is, oh, that's so much better, Doug.
You are. That's always your answer for everything, Tom.
No, it's not. Really, I hate cropping in because most of my exposures are short, so therefore I have a lot of noise. I'm starting to dither now, which helps with the noise. And my last set of darks and flats have been terrible. Now, I don't. Oh, they talk about ADU number. I never look at the ADU number when I do darks and flats, and I think that could be part of my problem.
Oh no, you don't need to look at them on your darks. Your darks just have to match your temperature and your time.
Okay.
Right.
Your flats, you want to. What you got a 294?
Yeah.
And your dynamic range is 0 to 65,000.
I think so. Yeah.
All right.
I know it's somewhere.
Yeah, when you take a couple of test flats, you move your mouse around in SG Pro, it'll tell you at the bottom what your A to D counts are, and you want it somewhere between 20,000 and 25,000.
But I'm not using SGP. I'm using SharpCap.
Does SharpCap show you if you move your mouse on the frame? Does it show you what your A to D counts are?
I'm gonna gonna hook it up right now and see if I can.
Because that's what you want to do. Is you want to when you take a flat, you want to see, as you move it around, is it generally in the 20,000 to 25,000 range? If it is, that is the exposure that you want. You just take 50 of them.
Yeah. Let me see if I can pull it up and. Oh, shoot! I need to put my light board on. Oh, let's try the white towel trick. Or the sheet of paper trick.
I haven't taken flats since February 23rd. I'm still using my February 23rd flats. Because
no, can you guys see the telescope in the background?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's kind of. Wish I could make my picture larger. Or maybe you guys can make my picture larger.
Yeah,
I don't.
Yeah. I can make it larger. I can make you full screen here.
Okay. But so anyhow, on the front, I've got I built this panel holder for to put the sketch pad on there, and then I blew it up. So I've just been putting the sheet of paper over it, not pointing at a direct light, but close to. And they've been looking good. So let me see what they look like.
Andy, you're on here twice.
Am I?
Well, the other one froze on my PC, so I joined on my laptop. So
okay.
Hey, got your little micro camera from your laptop.
Yeah, well, I figured it was better you guys could see me and then make fun of me.
Andy, we would not do that to you. But now you're like one of the presenters at Doug's Club.
No, I'm just I'm a crasher.
Oh, isn't there another Andy or something who's one of the presenters in your club, Doug?
Which club? I belong to 5 clubs.
Yeah, I figured that was coming.
Okay.
Oh, you know me, Andy, huh?
I've seen your, you've been around, so.
Apparently, you need to get out more, Doug.
I do. That's why I'm joining all of the clubs, so I can get out more.
Yeah. Okay.
This hobby's been my life, man. Except for work.
What I opened up SharpCat.
All right, this is going to take 5 more frames of this one, and then we're done with the comments. And then I can think around and try to figure out why my camera. I'll just disconnect and reconnect to it when this is done, and then we're going to go after this one galaxy that I started last month or 3 weeks ago, and it was during a really bright moon, so I want to get new data on it.
Frost would do maybe. It could be frost if it cools it down too much. It could actually form frost from the cooler.
But does it those dew heater things?
Not on the camera.
What's the question?
My wife's in here with me, and she was asking about the your thing with the camera and your dewing or frosting or whatever issue, and I was trying to explain to her, and she said, "Doesn't he have dew heaters?" And I said, "Well, there's not one on the camera." But
right. Well, yeah, this is on the actual chip surface, the one that you're cooling down to -5 Celsius. That's why it's frosting.
Right.
Everything else got heaters on it, just not the chip itself.
Yeah, right.
That's a pretty nice dark frame there. Yeah, it's slowly kind of going away, so.
Yeah, this is Doug's screen. Here, I'll make it bigger.
See the comment?
Yeah, see the comment?
Yeah,
It's all, the nucleus is broken up, and so you don't see any um, bright coma or anything like that. It's just
It's
all,
all tape.
it's all just, yeah,
Disintegrating.
it's falling apart.
Why is his so much darker than your picture?
Hey, Bob,
Is it?
Yes,
what's your wife's name?
Kelly.
Kelly. I want to commend you.
Hi.
I would give my wife $100 if she would come out here and sit and show interest in what I am so passionate about. I commend you.
Well, she's been a trooper. Just in the last few months, I've been able to do this from home. And before this, I was out at a local park in a hunting blind, through the winter, and she'd be out there with me sometimes,
A
so.
couple times.
There she is.
Yeah, welcome. Hey, I tell you what,
Kelly.
I give her all the credit in the world for putting up with the crap you give her.
Exactly. That's so do I, believe me.
Okay, so Doug.
Yeah.
I don't know. You can see my screen. So I got all these numbers over here. I don't know if you can read them or not.
Yeah, okay. Yep, those are the mean values in all your different RGB and luminance, right?
Right.
Okay,
So
they're around 25,000. That's exactly what you want.
So yeah, a lot of times I just look at the color because somebody's calling. Oh, call me later. Shut up. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, so
for your flats and you're running that live. Is that a video live?
yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, this is Sharp Cap, and I've got I haven't started the capture yet.
Okay.
I was just
No.
setting it up, get the right ADU numbers.
Yeah. Now you just capture 50 of them.
Yeah, or 100.
Or 100.
Okay, so
Something like that.
they always say to try to get the white level, in the 40 to 50% range.
Yeah. So if you're running 65,000 max dynamic range, that's the top rail of your ADUs. If you get it around 20 to 25,000, you're good.
Yeah. Okay. So there's in that 40 to 50,000 range, and it's
no, not 40 to 50,000 range.
no. I mean, okay, 24,000 range.
Yes, there you go.
Okay. Now the white level's almost at 30. So am I too strong then, or do I need to back it off to the 25?
This is a color, right? White.
Yeah.
You should have a combined fits. Put your white, which is all you care about really, because when you go to stack these, it's going to do the bigger anyways. So set that at 25,000.
Okay. That's what I wanted to know.
If you can line them all up at the same values, that would be even better.
Well, I can do that, but I only can adjust the color if I'm shooting 60 seconds. And then I can't shoot 60.
You're not going to shoot 60. These should be fractions of a second.
I know, but to adjust the color.
All right.
The only way I can adjust this color is adjust the red and the blue level.
Yep.
And if I do that, that's going to mess me up when I do my 60. Well, maybe not.
No.
Because I'll come back and adjust the color for the 60-second exposure. Right?
Yeah, I don't know why it's splitting your 4 channels up when you got a one-shot color. That's what I kind of amazes me.
That's the way it's always been, though.
Yeah. Let me hang on a second. I want to do something with my camera here. Let me disconnect and reconnect it. Oh my! It just crashed on me.
Oh.
All right. Well, it disconnected definitely.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who does that.
Yeah, these last couple of releases they've got has been a little more volatile than I'm used to. This thing's been usually pretty solid, but lately, not so much. Uh,
Well,
okay, let me just open up my to answer your question, Tom. Set your white at 25,000 and take your frames. Just do that. I can't hear you now.
Tom and Andy, where are you guys geographically?
I'm outside of. Go ahead, Tom.
I'm in Springfield, Missouri.
Okay, cool.
And
I've seen you on before. I'm sorry.
Yeah, every time Doug broadcasts, he gets lonely, so he sends me a personal message just so he'll at least have somebody to talk to.
I got him on the do not call list.
The one thing that Doug and I have in common is our G11 mount.
Okay.
So that, and besides the love of astronomy.
Right.
Okay, sorry, Andy.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah. So I'm outside of Chicago, about 40 miles west. And I have a GM8, an old used GM8.
All right. I'm really close to Doug. I'm just east of him. I've actually been to his house, but it's been decades since I've seen him in the physically. Got back into the hobby about 18 months ago or something like that. So I live, 40 minutes east of him. So.
Okay.
And Kelly, where are you from?
Kelly's not in the room anymore. She's
Where do you want to be
took
from?
her $100 and left.
We have to. I don't know. She's probably getting ready to go to bed. We have to go back to work tomorrow. We've been on furlough for 2 weeks, and we have to go back to work, which means I'll be sitting right here tomorrow morning working from home. So, but we do have to get up earlier.
Well, I'm glad you're back at work. That's good news.
Yeah, you do, believe me.
Yeah, I'm actually I'm fortunate. I keep saying I'm fortunate. My wife keeps saying, "No, you earned it." So I don't, I'm somewhere in between.
Yeah, you got that right.
If I just had one more telescope, I would be fortunate.
Yeah.
Just one more, dear. Only one more. I only want one more. All right, so I'm going to create a new one for this 4236. No, I've got one here. There it is. Oops.
Well, the other thing about scopes is, honey, if I sell the scope, I'll have most of the money to buy a new one.
Yeah.
That works.
The key operative there is most of.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So how do you measure? How big is most of?
Oh, if it's 50%, I feel like I've done something. Like yeah. I would sell my 127 to get that TS 130. I would.
What 127 do you have?
Oh, I've got the Explore Scientific.
The carbon?
Yeah, it's carbon, but it's the ED glass. It's not the FCD 100. But I had a guy yesterday ask me if I wanted to buy his FCD 100. And I kind of blew him off, and I thought, shoot, I should have asked. Because he wants to buy a RASA. And you can get RASAs right now for about $1,800.
Yeah.
If he would sell me his FCD for $1,800, I'd buy it, because then I could sell I'd sell mine for $1,400, and I paid 75% of it. So that's a good trade-off, Doug. I was going to send him a message on Facebook. We're friends, but last time I sent him a message, he didn't answer me. So I'm like, well, I better not push it. I'll just wait till I see him next time.
Okay, we're going to go after this one, and we'll say that's okay. And I need to now connect. Need to connect everything back up again. Because this thing is not behaving. So, tools. Connect all equipment. Here we go. Let's see if this cools down. I suspect that maybe my power cord to the camera. Well, that's interesting. The camera's reading at -5, -3, -2.5, -2, even though it's supposedly cooling.
Maybe it thinks it's in the southern hemisphere.
No, what it's doing is coming up to ambient temperature right now. The
Yeah, it sounds.
the thermocouple is reaching ambient, whatever that happens to be.
Yeah, that was my attempt at a poor joke.
Oh, sorry. I don't think I even heard the joke.
That's okay. It wasn't worth it.
Let's see if anybody's on my YouTube. I may just stop that if there's nobody else on the YouTube right now. Oh, somebody just joined it. Okay, I'll keep the YouTube. As long as there's somebody on there, I'll keep broadcasting it. Otherwise, I'm gonna.
Hey, Doug, that's you on there.
No, there's two of us on there. I'm one, and then somebody else is two. Who, I don't know. It's just that if they joined me on the WebEx, they could talk to us, see us, and see what's going on all at once.
Mm-hmm.
Which might, if this works out, I may just switch to this because I can actually record this session as well.
Yeah, that's true.
That way I can do it all in one. I don't have to run everything. Let's see, how's this guiding going? It's still going. All right, not too bad. Still, RA is still half an arc second, so that's good. I don't know if I want to start this up yet. See if the cooler takes it down. It says 0% power being applied, so that's not a good sign.
Yeah.
I'm going to go buzz out there and see what's going on. If the little red light's on, we're good. If it's not, then I got to wiggle the sensor. I'll be right back. In fact, I'll let you guys watch me dance around in my own observatory here.
Dinner and a show. Hell about that.
There you go. Look at that. I'll just make this, super duper here. There you go. See?
Awesome.
All right. I'll be out there in a minute. You might even hear me swear.
Yeah.
If anybody cares, Matt Dietrich of Plain Wave Instruments is doing a live broadcast on the Astro Imaging channel.
It's a little out of my budget.
If you got $30,000-$40,000 on a small 17.5 inch, not for me. We do these broadcasts on Night Skies Network, and hi, Doug. Didn't take his headphones with him, and we got a guy on there. He's got a remote observatory.
He's waving.
Yeah, hi, Doug. We got a guy that's in New Jersey. He's got a remote observatory in Texas, and he's got a 16-inch RC. And oh my gosh, he was doing, his one photo, a 3-minute photo, made my 1 hour photos look terrible. It's a big truss scope.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of scopes you guys got?
I have a 6-inch Newtonian, so it's an f4.
Just wide field.
And I have a Stellar View 70 millimeter wide field telescope, and I just bought several months ago I bought a Explore Scientific 127, but I have not used it yet. I'm building an elevated observatory. I live in trees, but my yard is very hilly, and I cleared the trees at the top of one hill, and I've got a pier that's about 8 feet tall now. I'm going to build a kind of like a kid's elevated playhouse on top of that, and work from that. I'm waiting because of coronavirus. I've got an order in at Home Depot to bring all the stuff to build this deck, to build this observatory on, but I haven't got it yet. It was supposed to come last Thursday, but because of the situation, it didn't come, and now it's rescheduled for Tuesday, so hopefully that'll happen, and then I can move on. But right now, I just have a 4 foot tall temporary pier up there that this 70 millimeter wide field scope is on, but I'm having fun with that, so I'm okay.
I used to have an SV70.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I was using it as a guide scope, and I'm like, why do I have a $400 scope as a guide scope? And that's all I was using it for. So I sold it and got me a little 50 millimeter junk refractor as a guide scope.
Right.
I got it. There's a guy in Virginia, he's a friend of mine, and he has the same thing. He's got an observatory that's in an upper room. And I was trying to see if I could find some of his photos of this.
Okay, it's actually brought it down. Okay.
Good.
Yeah, the light was on, so.
Oh yeah.
Not a problem. Now, what do I want to do here? I've reconnected this guy. I have to I'm going to disconnect this guy because I don't need it now.
Doug, you have a auto focuser, right?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's right here. See this? Focus.
Yeah. I mean, it's so small on my screen.
Yeah.
Zoom in.
If the resolution's, I'm broadcasting at basically 3K, so you should be able to zoom in and see the text on it. That's interesting. Wonder why that's right. Oh, that's why. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can get this going now. Down to temperature, and I don't have a clue whether I gotta. Let me just take a quick 5-second shot.
Everybody say hi to my cat.
Hello, cat.
Oh my gosh.
He thinks all video calls are about him.
Of course.
Yeah, so does mine, actually. I got 2 of them. If one's not harassing me, the other one is. What the hell? How come I got triangular stars? What's going on with that? Look at that. Look at little triangles.
Collimation?
I haven't changed anything. Let me take another one.
Maybe it's still shaking from you going in the observatory.
Mm-hmm.
Try again. Wrong answer.
Doug, what's the size of your observatory? Your
it's
square footage?
It's 10 by 10.
10 by 10. Okay.
He's got a really nice video tour on the observatory. That's how I found you, Doug. Was I was searched observatories and I saw your tour.
Which one?
Um,
Was it the big long one?
yes.
The hour long one where John was
Yep.
recording?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the old building, but
Yeah.
yeah, the first 30 minutes is basically about the observatory, and then the last 30 minutes, I don't know, I talked about the software I use and stuff, but well, you know, I could have a collimation issue. It could be that. I haven't touched the thing in months, but anyhow, let's see if we can get this working. Collimation will be coming all targeted.
About the same time you do a polar alignment.
I remember I went out there and I checked it. It was fine. So there. So there. Why is this telling me that? I don't have a timer on it.
It's kind of cool. I'm doing the eyes in Arcarian's chain tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So what?
Even I can see it in the plate solve, which is really cool.
Yeah. Some reason, I don't know why it gave me that message. I don't have the start and stop time turned on. Let me try running it again. See, it says here all targets in the sequence are. Oh, you brain dead. I gotta set an exposure and stuff. You gotta kind of tell it to do something. Okay.
Yeah, they don't got it so you can read your mind yet.
Yeah. I skipped over this part, thinking I already had this all set, and I didn't. Okay, now it'll run. It said it was done. I said, how can it be done? I just started it. There it goes. It's fluent. It's fluent.
Okay, so Doug,
Yeah.
I know you're working out your bugs. I sent an email to the Gemini 2 user group, and Brian Valente, he's a new employee of Losmandy. He's also a computer geek.
Uh-huh.
He has a degree in it. So my question to him, is it possible for SGP to send plate solve information to Gemini 2 to add to Model 0 or Model 1, whichever is active? So he already sent me back a reply. He says that's how plate solve works in SGP. You enable sync, which should be a default, he thinks, and then it updates the Gemini model.
It actually it actually adds it to the model or just syncs it?
Yes. No, it adds it to the model.
Okay.
Huh.
So you just need to make sure that is enabled.
Okay, I'll check. I thought it would. Whenever I see sync, that usually means I'm going to sync on this coordinate system and adjust my model to that. It doesn't, because in Gemini there's two options. You can sync it or you can add to it.
Right.
Okay. So when I see sync in Gemini, it doesn't. It never said that it would actually add to that model. It just said it would sync on that model. So
I think you can open that model up and see what all your points are.
Yeah, I could do that. I could look at that.
And, add one. See if it automatically adds it, and then open it up, look at, and see if it's either at the top or the bottom of the list.
Right. So
That's
this was a reasonably big slew, and it was off 2,200 points, which is half a field of view. And that's not terrible. Well, actually, that is terrible as far as I'm concerned. But I've always been within 200 or 300 of the center in the years over the last few years, and this is why I'm saying that it needs a new model, because I haven't built one since I don't know when the last time I built the model. Anyways, the second pass worked, which is good.
Since all those things are averaged out, it doesn't seem like 1 point is going to throw it off.
Oh no, I can. Let me see what this says here. What am I looking for? This is my auto guider. I lost my thought now. I don't know what I was thinking.
You're going to look and see if it's enabled.
No, I had another thought.
Okay, scratch that thought.
This had to do with my pointing. Oh, I wanted to check the plate solves. Yeah, it's at 150, so I wish I'd gotten the information back on what it actually was, because I'd like to drop this back to 50 if I can. Because that's how I've been running for a couple of years, is at 50 pixels, which centers it very nicely. I've been opening this up because
Yeah.
it's been having trouble. I moved it to 100 and it couldn't even get into 100. But now it's finishing in the second pass. It's finishing in the second pass because it's within 150 right now, which is still okay. I mean, that's only, what did I figure? That's 75 arc seconds, so it's within a 1.125 arc minutes from center, which is pretty good. It's not bad.
I think for me, I think I've got my guiding issues resolved finally.
That's
It's
good.
having some.
Oh, you know what? No wonder my guider's acting kind of goofy. I forgot to do something. I do this every time.
Take lens cap off?
No.
I've done that before.
Every
yeah.
time I start the night out with the moon, I set it to lunar rate, and I forget to switch it back. So
That'll do it.
How come that didn't come up? Where is it? Oh, what did I just did something silly. That'll really screw it up. But anyways, let me go here. The guider is fighting my lunar rate. Let me switch this to sidereal. All right, now we're at sidereal rate. In fact, I was at lunar rate on the comets, which means they're going to smear, but
I finally figured out how to zoom. Should have put my glasses on.
All right, so, now I'll go look at your plate solve. Now, where is that checkbox?
I'm looking under plate solve, under equipment profile manager.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be, I don't see it here, unless it's the blind solve failover, but then it says settings. Oh, that's astrometry.
Pull up the solve and sync. What does that say? Because I can't click on it right now. I'm active.
Okay, solve and I don't have I'm not connected to the mount. Do I need to connect to the mount before it will let me do that?
I don't know.
Let me try. Yes. Let's open a profile. Gosh, okay.
Oh, wait a minute. It's under, no, it's not there either.
Got to be like some advanced settings. I'm still looking. You keep going. We'll find it.
So I posted on my Facebook page. I'm down 11 pounds and I got 30 more to go. And people are saying, Rick Hadrick says, if you're looking for that 10 pounds, I have it under my belt. Ever since I got on this I'm eating less too, but I think this medication just, I think it's keeping me from eating a lot of sweets.
Oh, I think I got a Starlink go through.
Well, lucky you.
I heard they were going in that direction, but yeah.
Just wait
till they. Your Markarian's chain?
Yeah.
I may see the same thing shortly here.
Right through one of the eyes. It's very nice.
I hope you're saving individual frames.
Yeah, I'm just doing 60 seconds.
What acquisition software are you using?
Actually, and I'm doing a live stack in SharpCap,
Oh, okay.
capturing SG.
Okay. Yeah, I do. I use SG Pro. So there's my Galaxy. First frame's back.
Already seen some good stuff.
You got a wide field? Andy, what's your scope?
He's got a 6-inch Newtonian. May not have hurt you.
Oh, okay.
He's imaging. But while you were out in the observatory, we were talking about kids and grandkids and dogs and cats and how many scopes you have and how many mounts. But he did say he had a 6-inch Newtonian. Of course, I may be exaggerating a little of that. Okay.
I like my scope. I've thought about.
I like mine too, but I know that the glass is cheap glass. I would be happy with a 5-inch with better glass. Okay, let's see if we can find all them stupid satellites. Normally, Sky Safari 6, they show them.
I'm gonna drop that to I'm gonna drop my air bar to 100 pixels, so that the next when it does a meridian flip, it'll see if that pulls it in.
I noticed on mine when I was there, I only had it set at one time, and I was at 50 pixels.
Yeah.
So you think I need to change that to 2 and 100?
No.
Leave it at 1 and 50?
What do you mean 1? I have mine at 5 up to 5 passes, but I'm running 2,000 millimeter. I had mine at 50 pixels for years. It was only in the last month or two when it wasn't pointing very well, or was slipping, that I upped it to 100, and then I upped it to 150. So what do you got set? 1 pass?
One
Doug,
time.
you're not muted, are you? Because I don't hear it.
Ooh,
No, we're not muted.
Who's not hearing who?
I don't think Andy's hearing me.
Oh, that happened to me earlier, and something happened in my computer where it shut my headphones off and went to the speakers and had my speakers shut off. You may just need to exit and come back. That's how I fixed it. He's muted now. Andy, unmute yourself.
Hey,
Go
ahead, talk, Andy. No, I don't think he can hear us.
Yeah, he's trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
So anyhow, I have attempt to center one time, and I have failures. So I think I want to change that. And then it says
I got mine set to 5, so it will almost always work until I have issues like I described earlier. Now it's solving within 2.
Yeah, but what about the 50 pixels? It just depends on my field of view?
Yeah, actually it does, and your pointing accuracy. So I've got mine I had mine at 150 for the last month because of this issue I had, but it's solving in 2 passes now. So I've just dropped this one to 100. I'm going to set my master to 100, and we'll see how that works. If I can work it back down to 50 pixels, that's where I'd rather it be.
Well, yeah, that would be a great goal for anybody. But, even if I would love for, in the SkyX, you can plate solve 2 different ways. You can do, it's got 2 different words. You got a blind solve, and then you have whatever the other one is. So a blind solve says, I can go take a picture anywhere in the sky. It knows where it's at, and it's going to move the scope to wherever I told it to. And then the other way is where there's parameters. Like if it's not in the field of view, it's a failure. And that has a certain word in SkyX terminology. Andy's back. Now he's back.
I somehow turned my speaker to mute.
That same thing happened to me. Something happened.
Hilarious.
Okay.
Okay, now the RA is tracking even better, 0.35, 0.4 arc seconds. It's dithering right now, so it bumps it a little bit, but
Yeah, I was running about 0.41 last night and dithering every third frame. So that's really good for you. Not that you're not good.
Nice.
you
But
presume a hurt personality when there is none.
you have no personality?
No, I have no personality. All right, so I want to pull the flats up. So open those.
Oh. Shoot, I was going to ask you a question, Doug. Now I forgot what it was.
Okay, are you going to answer this? Is this going to respond or not? Come on. No, I hate it when I do that once or twice and then it doubles up. I'm waiting for it. I'm not going to. I don't know what it. This software really is not very good. This Astro Toaster is really finicky. Oh, it might help if I actually select some. I think I'm brain dead tonight.
I'm sure glad you're not broadcasting on YouTube because you'd be embarrassing yourself.
I am broadcasting on YouTube. Exactly.
Okay, you can go ahead and mute that and delete my conversation.
I'm the only one on there anyway, so I think I will stop it.
Are you kidding? No, I opened it up. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Never mind.
One watching.
Yeah, just me. Where's my darks? There's my darks. I'm doing 5-minute darks, so I'm going to pull that up.
Okay.
We're just having too much fun tonight.
Thank goodness we don't have 20 people in here because I'd have to leave because I talk too much. I do. But over in the Night Skies Network, Mark Bahu, he always talks. He always talks.
Yeah. And your point?
Well, he's about 90% factual. And that other 10%, he thinks he knows that maybe he doesn't. Like, I hope he's not in the room. I hope he's not lurking. He told me that on ZWO cameras, when it says minus 10 degrees, he goes, when you turn your camera on, it's at 0 degrees, and it goes to minus 10 below that. And I'm thinking,
No.
But I couldn't tell him that because you cannot tell him if he's made a mistake or he's wrong.
Well, no, if you set it to minus 10, it will take it down to minus 10, but it doesn't go from 0 to minus 10. It goes from whatever ambient is to minus 10.
Ambient, minus 10 below the ambient, correct?
No. You actually do set the temperature you want. The actual temperature is what you set. Whether it gets there depends on what the ambient is. If you're at 30 degrees Celsius plus, which is pretty warm, and you
let's talk Fahrenheit.
No. This is, think of this.
Well, the
camera can't go more than 30 below your ambient. So if you're at plus 30 and you want to set to minus 15, it won't get there. The best it can do is get down to 0, because they're rated to 30 degrees below ambient. So if he says it sets to minus 10 and it gets to minus 10, he's correct. It's minus 10 Celsius. As long as it can get there. But it doesn't start at 0. It starts whatever the ambient is.
Yeah.
So I set mine to minus 25, and it got down to minus 22.5. So
Wow.
if it was like 70 degrees, it would probably be somewhere around 0 then.
You're talking about Fahrenheit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
You got to be
No,
careful.
it's in Celsius. Yeah, I know. It's in Celsius. So I set it to minus 25 C.
Okay.
And it only got down to minus 22.5.
And you're running what camera?
ASI 533.
Okay. Does that go down to minus 40 or minus 30 only?
I think it goes to 40, but I never want to push it.
Yeah. Well, that's why you got to minus 22. I only go to minus 5, and I don't. I'm kind of one of these 80-20 rule guys.
Yeah. Doesn't surprise me given your background.
Yeah. Well, I'll take another 10% off of that if it's an important task that needs to be done. But this whole hobby, there's nothing in this hobby that's important. It's only what your personal preferences are, or your personal desires and objectives that you want to meet.
Right. Right.
So it's just one of those things. Let's see what this says. Oop. Why did that?
I totally. What are you shooting at? I didn't even pay attention.
Just a second here. Why did I just go full screen with this? I didn't ask it to do that. And now I can't get out of it. Oh, wow, man. Oh, here we
Escape?
go. No, it's up here. Here, minimize. Ah. No, these.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask you. If
What?
you can multitask here, what do you do as a dither? Do you do small, medium,
Small.
large? Small. Okay.
Yeah, I don't do a lot of dithering, just a little bit. Let's see if we can work. Let's see here. See if I can work. Where the heck is the header for this? Doggone it! How did I manage to do that? I have no control over this window now. I can't do any. I can't. All right, Alt Tab. Let's go to this guy. Nope. Oh.
That's not nice.
We're gonna close the viewer. Nope, it's not gonna let me close the viewer even.
I'll be back in a few minutes. I gotta go check on my mom.
Escape. How did I don't even know how I got this maximized.
F11?
No, I did that. It's not that.
Control Alt Delete? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. What the heck here? I gotta figure out how to get that back to. Let me see if I can close it that way. I don't want to close the application if I don't have to.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to close the application. There we go. Start over. Astro Toaster doing its wonderful things to me again, which I probably did to myself, but. Oh, there's 3 people on the WebEx now. He's probably one of them. Okay, there we go. This is the window I wanted. And good, it's got all that. Do this, refresh. I probably hit this full button, and I don't want to hit that. All right, here we go, auto exposure. There we go. Now we got something that's going on that I want Let's see here. Let's see here. How come it didn't stack the other one? Okay, it's doing the old little red blip, which means it hasn't. It's not processing. All right, let's do a stop on it. Close that window. Open this window back up. Let's do a restack and see what it does. There we go. Now it's doing what it's supposed to do. All right, let's get back here. All right. I still got that gradient. Not bad, but still.
What object is this stuff?
This is. You'd have to ask me that, wouldn't you? 4236. It's up in Draco.
Okay, I think I have that on my list.
It's kind of a soft galaxy. See how it's not got a lot of bright core?
Yeah.
So it takes a lot of data. My last attempt at it was, well, this is it right here. This is my last attempt at it with a bright moon out. And this is 2.5 hours worth of data.
It's nice.
But it's got some weird gradients in it that I can't get rid of. So I'm taking more. I'm going to take some more. So my 80-20 rules because of my career, huh?
Mr. Data.
Yeah. Well, no, I'll make software work as close to 100% as I can make it work. But, you have to look at the investment versus the return. And usually that's at the 80 or 90% rule. That last 10% costs way too much and you don't get as much out of it. Not that much. Now, there are people that I know in this hobby that are imaging right even tonight that will collect 50 hours of data on one object.
Yeah.
And they'll spend a lot of time processing and they'll create beautiful art. But that's what it is. It's art.
Yeah, and that has no interest for me. I'm happy if I set it to like maybe 3 hours, depending on the object. That's it.
So I got. I went after the Siamese twins the other night because I wanted to get that supernova. I could have gotten that supernova in one 5-minute shot. I mean, I captured it in very first frame. There it was, because it was 15.3 magnitude, and I can get that easily in a minute, 2 minutes as a matter of fact. But I took 5 hours worth because I went to bed. What I really need to do.
But you got
What's that, Bob?
You got an asteroid too that you weren't expecting to get. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, because I took enough frames that I saw this little line developing on the stack in Astro Toaster. So I said, well, I got to look that up. I got to figure out what that is. And I open up the SkyX, load up the large database, which is almost 800,000 asteroids. And sure enough, they popped up on my field of view. It was actually 5 asteroids in that field of view, but the other 4 were dimmer than 20th magnitude, so they weren't going to show up. But that one was, what was it, 16.7? Yeah. Andy's just working too hard, I can tell.
sending an email to my local group saying, "Hey, here's 20 minutes on Mark Harris."
There you go. Do you ever get on Nice Guys Network?
No, I heard you guys talk about it.
I don't
I
like it.
haven't done.
I like the idea, but I don't like the tool because it drops out every. I've had it drop out 10, 15 times in a 3-hour session. I have to restart it. And I find that annoying. I got enough things to deal with. so I don't go over. And besides, they like to spend 20 minutes on an object and move to something else.
Yeah, right.
I mean, they're EAA people, and I'm more just astrophotography. And what I do like to do is go after kind of off the wall things like comets and supernova and asteroids and stuff like that. I do like to do that.
Yeah, that's kind of nice. I'm there's a couple of the standard objects that I'd like to do, but I'm doing the same thing. I'm looking for things that I don't usually see out there. Just working on those. Once I get my 071 back from the repair, I can do some wider field stuff because this is my favorite.
Yeah, I've got 2 of them. One's a backup to the other. Well,
Yes, I know.
actually, one of them's a guide camera.
I know. You may be the only person I know who would do that.
It's
good.
Hey, it works.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here's that field of view of that guide camera. It's 40 arc minutes by 27 arc minutes, just like my main camera. And if you look real close, there's the galaxies in the middle of it. Let me see if I can lighten it up so you can see that. Maybe right about there. It's a little...
Change it to a 10-second exposure. Did you miss me, Doug?
Tom likes to give me things to do. He likes to create work for me. It's like my boss I used to have. No, my boss, to be honest, I don't think in the 41 years I worked for the company that they ever made work for me. If anything, I made work for them. I'd say, hey, we ought to do this, blah, 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 blah. And I can create blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah. And I says, but you'll have to give me some money. So they'd have to go write a project. And then once I got the money, I'd order all the hardware and I'd write the software and off we go. Fun times. I gotta admit, I enjoyed my career. The last 5 years was pretty boring, but that's what happens when you're in management. I actually haven't written any software since about 1995, so it's been a while. From 1974 to 1990, I wrote software about 21 years. And then as a project manager, I ran the project teams and handed out assignments. I did the design work for a lot of the software that we developed. And then I got into management in 2002.
How long you been retired?
16 months.
Oh, okay. It's recent.
Yeah. End of 2018. Took a huge pay cut.
Yeah.
But I have no mortgage and I have no car payments.
Can't beat that.
Mm-hmm.
Wish I didn't have that no mortgage thing.
I mean, I ran the numbers. It's the reason we decided to go ahead and retire. In fact, I was talking to one of the guys that's still out there working just last week. And he says, you picked a very good time to retire, Doug. And I says, why is that? And he went on and on about some things. And I says, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he told me what was going on, I says, yeah, I think I did. I think I skated out. I skated out pretty well on that one.
I cannot say anything because this is going on YouTube.
Yeah. Well,
So I will refrain from commenting about my company.
well, I didn't say what was going on. You've noticed I carefully worded that. I just said, yeah, I might be a good reason for me to go because they might have walked me out the door last year.
And when he was working for Chevrolet, he used to write programs.
Thanks, Tom.
Hey,
Wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah.
I've got a Chevy.
I can't afford a Chevy.
Tom, are you still on YouTube?
No, I shut it off.
Okay.
I didn't want to throw your numbers off and make
Yeah.
it look like you were having fun.
No, there's still one person besides myself. That's fine. I just want to keep track of. There's somebody else. Somebody typed something.
No way.
Seeing the Starlink satellite train like crazy over Iowa tonight. Well, hello, Desmond Nichols.
I went. We went. I was like, I can't go out in the front yard and try to look up into the sky because of the street lights. So I go out in the backyard and I look up. And, I give myself, 30 seconds for my eyes to adjust. And I'm looking up and I'm like, wow, that's a satellite. Is that the ISS? And I'm like, I went to grab my phone. And I'm like, I don't have my phone. And I'm like, oh my gosh, there's another one. And they were probably, I don't know, on the sky, maybe 5 degrees apart, I'm guessing. And I'm like, holy cow. And then I look back through the trees and I can see another one. And these things are bright. I mean, sunset just happened an hour ago. And so I'm like, there's another one. 10, 15 seconds. Here's another one. I'm like, I'm going to go get Lisa. Went and got it. We stood there and watched them for like 2-3 minutes. And there was one about every 5-10 seconds. I got mad and I just came in.
Yeah.
It was so bright.
We have been fighting light pollution for decades, and now we're going to have to fight another 10,000, 20,000 satellites. Now, when they're in the shadow, we probably won't see them. But when they have 40,000 of up there and they basically cover 2/3 of the sky, you're going to see some of them. And there's
Mm-hmm.
they say, oh, well, it's going to benefit those people that don't have internet. I said, those people that don't have internet right now can't afford internet.
Yeah, and then they don't have the tools to use it either.
Yeah, exactly. If they don't have internet, they don't have the computers, they don't have any of the infrastructure to use those. So I mean, I don't know. I'll be dead before it matters, so. I'm just, it's the typical thing for the amateurs or all the astronomers on the planet is that this is not a good thing. We work real hard in places like Tucson to put lighting restrictions in so that the big observatories can keep their skies, and then we have a billionaire who decides to throw up a few, 10 or 20,000 satellites because the professionals are pissed off about this.
Yeah.
I mean, people like me, it doesn't matter. I mean, we're insignificant. This is a hobby, but when you start affecting somebody's livelihood, then there's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So they lifted the ban. They lifted some of the restrictions here in Michigan yesterday or the day before, a couple days ago. I think it was on Friday, so that you could travel to your cabin if you wanted to. So they were restricting travel to. You had to stay at your primary home. So, anyways, as soon as that broadcast went out from the governor, my buddy Bill went up to his Cadillac property and did some imaging Friday night, because that's where his observatory is.
Huh.
Good for him. And he says
Yeah.
he was on the WebEx last night. So last night, yeah, we did a club event last night. He was on there. Says, yeah, I came up here, and he says, but I can't go to any stores or restaurants because the restaurants are closed, and they don't want anybody that comes up here to go anywhere. So he said, I made sure I brought all my food with me. I'm good to go for the week. So he'll be safe.
Hmm.
There's only been 7 cases up in that county. It's out in the middle of nowhere. I think it's 7 cases.
Yeah.
Whereas down here in the metro area, we've had I don't even remember now. I think we've had
I'm not sure either. The numbers up there though.
Yeah.
Lots of them.
Yeah, a lot. It's a lot, and it's a lot every day. In fact, we're talking about hundreds of new cases every day. Let me see here. They told me I heard something on the news that the morgues are having problems keeping up.
The what?
The morgues are having trouble keeping up.
Hmm.
And I think it's mostly because families are not allowed to manage the situation or something to that effect. There are 37,000 confirmed cases in Michigan right now, with 3,200 deaths.
Our neighbor across the street, her father passed away from corona last week, and I believe he was 95 years old. He had a lot of other health problems too, but they were going to allow 10 people to the gravesite for burial, and they said that if any more than that showed up, the the guys that were from the cemetery would just leave. They would, so they needed to limit the number of people that were out of their cars at the burial site to 10.
Right, because they were trying to protect themselves. Which you
Yeah,
gotta understand that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So
Okay.
my dad, my parents, and my stepmom are all in their 90s. They're still alive, and I check on my dad every few days to see how they're doing. He says, "Oh yeah, we only go out once a week for groceries, and I take my walk around the condominium complex, and I stay away from everybody and wear our mask and our gloves and all that." I says, "Okay, good." I said, "If you ever need something, I'll drive over and I'll pick stuff up." Well, at the same time, my daughters are doing the same thing to us, checking with us,
Right.
and they've gone out 3 times now and gotten us groceries because they're worried about us.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's tough when you're a grandfather already, and you're.
Yep.
I'm worried about my dad, and they're worried about theirs. So.
Right. Yep.
Yep. Well, I have health conditions that puts me at risk too. So.
Yeah. It's funny. My wife Kelly, her aunt's mother-in-law she turned 95 the other day, and she was having some kind of minor problems. She was living in a assisted care place, and somehow she got tested, and she's got it too. But Kelly talked to her yesterday or the day